Hello, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This picker of card reading is about the journey ahead, so it should hopefully fit any situation you might find yourself in. Group 1 is on the left, Group 2 is in the middle, and 3 is on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below, along with the cards that I'm using for this reading. There's also a link to my scheduling page if you'd like to book a reading with me. I believe there might be some spots left for the end of April, and each month I will open up new spots for the following month. There's also a link to my Facebook page if you'd like to follow me there. I'm sharing lots of Alana Fairchild Oracle cards that can bring great detailed messages as well. So I will leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey Group 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose the pink Aura Quartz, then this one is for you. So pink Aura Quartz is a stone of seeing the bigger picture of things, I feel. It's about being aware of a higher love or being aware of a higher path, being aware of your highest self, perhaps, as well, and sort of taking a step back to see the bigger picture of this situation here, dissolving anger and frustration and just sort of letting it all dissipate into opportunity and abundance. And I'm feeling like progression and growth and a continuum, or no, progression of some kind. Anyway, let's jump into your cards, Group 1. We've got a few signs here, a few energies on the table, starting with Scorpio, Leo, Virgo, Aries, Cancer, Leo quite strongly here today. Taurus, Aquarius. Okay. The fixed signs are certainly here, so it might be something worth noting. Where am I going to start? I'll start with the tarot, I guess. In the past energy, we have Death, the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful, strong energy here, and the Two of Wands. So, past energy, Group 1. Interesting. It does look like a whole bunch of planning, I feel, for Group 1 here this week, with the Death on one side, Two of Wands on the other. What are you planning? Maybe it's your career. Maybe it's some big lifestyle changes. Maybe it's changes around your home and family dynamics. I can certainly see a glow-up energy here. I'm seeing actually a bunch of energy to within the depiction here to do with sisters and or friends that feel like sisters, companions that are very close to you. I feel like there may be, not for everybody in this group, of course, but there may have been something come up recently with the group of friends or a particular friend that you may be now collaborating together or planning something together. Maybe a trip together or something like this. That could be the case, not for everyone, of course. It may also have to do with your daughter or somebody who's younger than you or somebody that you guide or teach. It could also be the other way around. This could be somebody who's teaching and guiding you. I do feel there's actually a few cards here that speak to that energy. So it's interesting it's coming out first up in the tarot in the past energy here, where it does look like you are wanting to be surrounded with people that motivate you and inspire you, and people that maybe you're looking for a mentor, maybe you've recently found a mentor. There's a lot of energy here of growth and planning for the future, and I do feel like you've been, for some people in this group, contemplating which qualification you'd like to obtain for your career, like what part of what modality would you like to learn next? What would you like to learn next? What would you like to add to your tool belt, your skills here? Because I really feel like you're looking at financial growth, you're looking at skill development, you're looking at creative projects. There's a lot of creative energy within all of these cards. It's actually a really nice reading, Group 1 this week. So I can see here as well, Death, Nine of Pentacles, Two of Wands. There may have been a separation in a relationship here too, where you've recently found yourself adjusting to being a single person again. That could be the case, and you're sort of looking at, what would you like to do from here? What's the next step for you? It's big crossroads energy in the Two of Wands right in this present moment. So I feel like there's maybe you've been looking at where you live, how you live, your lifestyle choices, your budget, and the things that you want to experience next. I feel like the things you want to experience next are more to do with experience rather than material gain. I feel obviously there's a lot of pentacles here. You probably are looking at building your finances as well, but I feel like what's most important right now is experiences that might enrich the soul, or creative endeavors, or healing practices, just things that make you feel better and support you on the path ahead. So from the Two of Wands, amazing, beautiful energy. There's even the potential for a promotion at work for some people here, or just like reorganizing the way things are done perhaps within your workspace. But anyway, moving on to the current energies, we've got the beautiful Ace of Pentacles after the Two of Wands, which is wonderful. Ace of Pentacles, the Sun. And I had to laugh when I saw the next card, the Hermit, because it's like I got this, for some people, this feeling of like you're on a secret mission, and it's kind of adorable. I don't know if it's this deck in particular has got such a cute energy. But I'm just, even past the depictions, I'm feeling it in you, Group 1, where you're just adorable, and there's so many little things that make you just so special. You really, I don't know, it could be the cards a little bit, but I feel like it's in you as well. But anyway, Ace of Pentacles, the Sun, the Hermit. I do feel like you've got a secret plan here or something, or like a creative project maybe you don't want to share with the world yet, or something you're sort of still plotting and planning. So I just get how she's like off in one direction and she's looking in the other direction, no one's watching me, that sort of feeling that I got from it. I feel like, there's certainly a new opportunity for some people here with this beautiful Ace of Pentacles. It's going to bring you so much growth. You're going to learn so much. And I think things are going to really, really improve from whatever grittiness you may have been moving through, because we can see that here and we'll get to it. There are heavy energies in the reading. We're just not focusing on that yet. I feel like this Ace of Pentacles or Hermit, Sun, all of this, Two of Wands, like this has all got to do with your recent planning, and maybe some of these plans are starting to unfold in the week ahead, or this, timelines can be a little bit more stretched depending on each person's situation. It could be a month ahead, but what I'm feeling here is that this Ace of Pentacles, if it is an external offer, it's something that you need to take away and work on privately, I'm feeling, or it does feel like this could absolutely have a lot to do with study. Beautiful Virgo energy here, and the growth of the Sun. It does look like starting perhaps a new study, starting a new job, or something where you are working on it by yourself and keeping it a bit to yourself. The next card along was the Ten of Cups, so it's like you're going on your own little journey here, it does feel. And it's one that you realize that may be alone for a little while. I mean, there's definitely companions in your life. There's people that celebrate you. I can see that here, Group 1. But I feel like the journey you're on at the moment is one that kind of sees you alone a bit. It's something you need to go through by yourself, potentially. Maybe you're your own boss, and then that can be an isolating journey sometimes too, when you're starting your own business, things like that. Finding the right clientele for you, and all sorts of things here. So Ten of Cups, it's like you're on this secret journey, this secret mission to go and get your happiness, to go and find more fulfillment in life, to go experience things that bring you a great sense of joy. And I think these are things that are to do with you and you. Like you're getting to know yourself again, perhaps, after a period of time being so connected to the rest of the world, maybe, that it's time for you to sort of just take a bit of time out for yourself. I kind of want to go to the Oracle cards, and maybe we should. Yeah, we will. So it's brilliant. Ace of Pentacles, along with the new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off in Moonology. So absolutely a new cycle in work. We can see that with the Ace of Pentacles, and that with the Nine and Queen of Pentacles in the background. It's like you have done a great deal of work to get yourself to this point, and now it's time to believe in yourself and take this next step. Perhaps. We've got number 3, the Winged Messenger, creation, spiritual direction inspires my creative flow. You also have the card I am a creator. So lots of creative energy here, where you, whatever this new thing is you're working on, you may be wanting to keep it to yourself or keep it to few select people that you're sharing this project with, but it does look like it's time to really believe in yourself, believe in your creations, and express, create. With the Hermit, maybe taking a bit of time out to give yourself that room to be able to create and let it flow naturally without pressure. You've also got I am hopeful as well. So a lot of, even the what do you call that, nebulous space, the pinks, the purples, the way it all continues on, and holding this globe here, this creation, something so special that you're holding maybe close to your chest while it's still in its vulnerable stages of development, I guess we could say. That could be you actually, because on the bottom of the deck over here we've got you are currently under construction, please be patient. So, you know, part of this might be your own personal revelations here as well. So lots of creative energy, and your hard work paying off in Capricorn is like all of the cards that on this table right now speak to just this gradual change that's happening in life, and just having to chip away one thing at a time, one step at a time, one bite at a time, one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, perhaps just one at a time. Not thinking too far on the outcome. I know that freaks me right out when I think of the outcome I'm trying to get to. Better off just taking one step today, and then eventually we'll end up there. Easier said than done though, right? Group 1, I know. Let's go over to the challenge, because it is one. We've got all major arcanas here with the Emperor, the Moon. We have Strength as well. I've got an extra card on the Emperor to find out what was going on there, because it, as we know, can be a few things, and the Tower came out. So first I'll read it without the Tower here, and then we'll chuck that on. So it does, the challenge right now with Strength and the Moon, Emperor, it's like the challenge right now is you stepping into your power, you stepping up and being your own boss, or putting your work out there on display for the rest of the world to see, or really believing in your creative project, or believing in yourself to make the change to create the life that you want. To believe in yourself might be the challenge right now. There's a lot of fear with this Moon card. There's a lot of self-doubt. Strength card is asking you to have the courage to overcome these self-doubts and fears, that you can actually be the authority within this situation and make the change or move that you want to make. It's up to you. The Tower coming out onto the Emperor does also speak to, especially with Death, 9 of Pentacles, energy, 2 of Wands. It does speak to like a potential breakup or the ending of something. Maybe there was a difficulty with a parental figure, an authority figure, or maybe even a boss, where things have not gone so well, and so now things need to be amended, or distance maybe needs to be had. There's a Tower here with the Emperor, so it's potential that this could be a marriage breakdown as well. With the Father card here, this could be your father or someone you maybe have children with. It could be a lot of different things. It could be external authorities within the governments and things like that as well with the Emperor. Might even get Magician is on the bottom of the deck for this reading, so it kind of works well there, with the Magician being you utilizing your resources and realizing that you've got the power to create whatever change you need to create, and to create the endings you need to create as well, with that 2 of Wands. There's so much here actually about holding something so special that you're creating close to your chest and really protecting it. So it might be that if you have had a breakup, you might be very, very vulnerable at this time, and not wanting to let people in, but also not wanting to let the past person back in, because you're trying to heal and protect yourself and stay safe and stay well. 6 of Swords on the bottom of the deck at this point. So yeah, trying to get yourself, sort of like protecting yourself while this big outside change may be happening, like external changes. And yeah, I kind of feel like you just got to just be a bit soft and protective of yourself at this time, protective of your creative works, protective of all sorts of things. So I'm thinking right now, it's beautiful, but it's a bit fragile, it feels. Anything else on the Emperor or the Moon? I see the Queen of Swords there. I'm like, I'm wanting something to jump, please. I saw the Queen of Swords. I think that's probably enough to be shown. I see the Ten of Wands as well. That'll do. We'll just leave it. Nothing's jumping, but I saw enough. And so with the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Moon, the Emperor, the Tower, the Strength, it does feel like it's some points in the day, maybe the week, whatever, it may be really, really hard. You may be finding it quite hard indeed to come to uplift, I guess, and to start to feel optimistic about the big great changes, because I feel like there's a lot of great things happening in your life, but there's also something else that feels very heavy and hard to let go of and sad at the same time. So you may find yourself like carrying it all by yourself and needing to sort of have a sounding board or someone to sort of get some things off your chest. It might be really good to have a chat with a friend if that's possible for you, or a professional as well. Do you feel like your intuition has been really guiding you at this time anyway, like a really, really precious sort of gentle guidance coming through, telling yourself to go easy, telling yourself to just to let go, to relax, to hold yourself, and what to do to help yourself feel better in those moments as well? I do feel like there is a great strength of intuition within you, Group 1. I can see that so much through this reading, that you're very connected. There's a beautiful open dialogue with you in spirit, and that as much as it may be hard to acknowledge or trust some of the messages that come through, I think you are very open to receiving divine guidance at this time, internally. And maybe externally, considering you are watching a reading at this time. We've got 9 of Wands there as well, and I just split and felt like I should. So with the 9 and the 10 of Wands, it's like, yeah, you may be feeling quite guarded right now, not wanting to let anyone in, feeling really tired, and just 4 of Cups, right? Damn. Just the depiction, as always, with the 4 of Cups card, it really speaks. But I just want to, I think you already know this, and I really don't want to beat you over the head with it, but this 1 cup here is still full. I know right now a lot of the parts of the day you may be focusing on what hasn't worked out, the big change before you, the fact that so much needs to be done. I'm seeing a King of Wands here as well. So yeah, it could very well have a lot to do with a relationship that is breaking down, or having a hard time trying to see from each other's perspective and find understanding, or to truly just let go. So in what will help with the challenge, we've got the 8 of Wands and the Princess of Wands, 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like a lot of thoughts, a lot of feelings, a lot of energy, but not feeling like maybe there's enough steps to help you feel like you're progressing, or to at least processing in a way that feels productive. Or yeah, I feel like you're wanting to just keep taking steps, and it feels like just hard to make steps to take, because it's like so much needs to be processed at the moment, so much is very internal at the moment. So I'm not feeling too many external steps, although I have to say, the minor things that are developing externally for you right now, hold on to them and cherish them and look after them and look after yourself, because eventually things will flood again, and movement will happen. I think you just need to trust this gritty moment. So with the 8 of Wands, the Princess of Wands, I'm getting 2 different stories here, right? And it's sort of seen, I felt that earlier in this reading, where it's like one part of your life is moving forward and there's growth and it's happening and it's going to be successful. It's going to bring a lot of prosperity, happiness, growth, experiences. And then there's something else that is absolutely not progressing and needs to end. 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords. Whatever this is, it's like one thing in your life. Look at the difference in energy. One thing is just bringing you so much abundance and happiness and growth and support and love and inspiration. I'm getting really strong inspiration here, like divine ideas that need acting upon. And then this other side is something that has just absolutely drained you of your life force. I'm feeling here with the 5 and 10. It's just from bad to worse, maybe, the situation getting. And it's like you need to just put it down as much as it is really hard. It might be why the moon, the tower, the emperor's strength. It's like it's a great deal of strength in just letting it go and putting it down. It's really, really hard to actually come to that point. So it does feel like an internal process that's going to take time to move through. You're going to have to just be here with yourself and hold yourself quite tightly. Be very, keeping yourself busy with your hands, I think, here, with the things that you create, drawing pictures, painting, art, whatever it is that you do. Maybe you're a musician, maybe you're a writer, maybe you're a beauty therapist, or whatever it is. You just are needing to just sort of take care of yourself, take care of perhaps your womb health at this time as well, for some women connecting to this. It may also be the fertility of something like a child. Maybe you're wanting to have another baby, or there's a lot to be said for just looking after what it is that you're creating and just being gentle with it and having patience, because you are currently under construction. It's going to take some time. You are being directed to withdraw perhaps a little bit from the rest of the world while you move through whatever this new thing is you're growing here. But from the Ace of Pentacles to the 10 of Cups, it's like, on this journey, this new fresh journey, you will end up here. I feel like there's a bit of doubt around this. I feel like there's a bit of fear around actually getting your 10 of Cups, getting the outcome you really would like to have, whether that's a happy family and all together in harmony, or having a really successful business where you can be of service to people and really enrich other people's lives or your own. Either way, the journey you're on right now, this new opportunity, this 2 of Wands moment where you're looking as to what you can develop for yourself, within yourself, you will end up at the 10 of Cups. I feel it. So 8 of Wands, the Princess of Wands, I feel like this is definitely a lot to do with your creativity and expression, and maybe even speaking to someone as well, getting a bit of help, guidance, support from somebody, or a mentor, or maybe even a health professional, mental health, spiritual health, whatever it is that works for you. And then for the guidance, we have the Fool and the World. And when I saw these cards, I did get the really strong feeling of like putting yourself out there in the world, sharing, coming out and actually sharing your ideas and sharing your creative projects. And then we got the 6 of Wands. So it was like, bang on, perfect, exactly. It is about putting yourself out there. It is about actually embracing this whole new world, this whole new journey, this whole new you. Maybe it's a glow up, maybe that's just a fragment of this, but it's like time to take that step, one step at a time. But you're creating a new world. You're going to be very successful in the new path that you take here. There's going to be a lot of opportunities, and you're going to be recognized for the work that you do as well. There's going to be acknowledgement here. This 6 of Wands and the World card, the Fool, this can really actually be quite a daunting move to really put your creative projects out into the world for the world to see and judge and analyze and receive and just get feedback and all of these wonderful things. I think that this is also somebody who is on the journey of becoming really famous or successful in the work that they do. It's a high level of attainment, high level of recognition. All of these energies here, really, really positive. Considering your Tower is such a hard moment right now. There's so much fear around your ability to be your own boss or grow from this. You got it. It's going to take some time with the Fool and the World. The Fool is the beginning of the tarot, and the World is the end. But with the 6 of Wands there, from beginning to end, you're going to know you're on the right path. I feel like you already do know that whatever change has happened recently or is currently upon you, it's going to be for the best. So in the current outcome energy, we've got the 5 of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Princess of Swords. So that does speak to the current struggle. As much as there is positivity and growth and new opportunity here, it's not moving as fast as you may like. With the Five of Wands, Hanged Man, and the Princess of Swords, there's a lot of learning to be done. There's a feeling of perhaps, yeah, I do feel for some people in this group, you're going to need to keep some of your ideas and things close to your chest, because not everyone's going to be supportive or understanding, and that's okay. They don't need to be. That's fine. It does feel though that you may have some difficulty with one person or a number of people, and what do I want to say about this? It may just mean that you need to just take yourself away from that situation, and like we've got the Sun and the Hermit and the Ace of Pentacles, just focus on what's in front of you. Focus on what it is you're in charge of and whatever it is that you're responsible for. And I think as well, taking this opportunity where you do have challenge perhaps with yourself or with other people, or maybe it's catching up on shortcuts or things that haven't really developed the way you'd like them to, and now you're having to learn how to amend this situation, or you're learning how to learn the best you can with what you've got, basically. With the Princess of Swords and the Hanged Man, it's like, and the Five of Wands, it's such a challenging feeling of being stuck, but part of you knows you either put yourself in this position so you know how to get out of it, there's that possibility there, or it's that, well, I'm here now, I better, do the best I can with this. Actually, I think I saw this. Yes. Don't worry about what could go wrong. If something does go wrong, you'll be able to make the best out of it. That's what I'm trying to say to you. And with the Hanged Man, the Five of Wands, it's like, yeah, things might be feeling like they're going wrong right now. You may be having challenges with different opinions or different cultures or different age dynamics with a certain person or group of people. But with the Hangman, Princess of Swords, it's like if you just surrender, it is very much, the Hangman is a surrender card, and allowing yourself to just be moved and sort of be a witness to this situation, take that step back, and then you can probably be a bit more effective in how you analyze the situation, because Princess of Swords and the Hangman is really asking you to open your mind in the way you're looking at this situation. And learn new mental strengths, I'm getting here actually with this, about when it comes to conflict, managing conflict and dissolving your own personal frustrations and anger and thought pathways that make you feel so angry inside. I think it's like there's so many things here. It could be about managing external conflict with other people, but I think for a lot of you it's managing your own internal thought pathways and conflicts that get in your way of growth, that get in the way of believing in yourself. Or that just stress you right out, when what you really need is a positive affirmation and a bit of like, you can do it, that sort of thing. What's on the bottom of the deck now? The Ten of Wands. Let's split. Three of Cups. Yes, and that brings me to the next card. Next card is the Fortunate Companion, and how gorgeous. It's so beautiful. The Fortunate Companion speaks of a time when you may have felt quite isolated and alone, but it does acknowledge that there is potentially one very special friend that is understanding and supportive of you. If you don't have this person in your life, then this card is indicating that this person may be coming into your life soon, and it's somebody who you can learn a great deal from, and you're advised to be very open to what they have to teach you. If this is someone you're already aware of, then please do stay open to their wisdom and their love, because this card speaks about someone who's very special and fortunate blessing in your life that actually wants the best for you. They don't expect anything from you. I don't feel like this is somebody who is selfish. This is someone who cares about you a great deal. So whether you've met them, or perhaps it's an animal companion for some people, it will be different for everyone, but there is a very special companion in your life or coming into your life that is worth acknowledging, and or being open to them when they arrive. So, where else am I? Yeah, all right. The self-love prompt cards. We've got cut the screen time, which is good because we've also got get outdoors. We went flower picking yesterday. Lots of walks outdoors for us lately. Might be nice for you too, to just change it up a little bit in a time when you would normally scroll or whatever it is, watch a movie, go and do something different, get outside for a bit. The weather is beautiful right now in my part of the world. I'm not sure about you actually, but it is like coming out of winter. So yeah, time to get those body parts moving. And especially after a week of isolation over in this household, we've been really enjoying getting our bodies moving again. So shopping smart, not just on things, but also making memories and having experiences. I can see that here for this group, but I feel like there's an experience coming that is not yet. It's something you're maybe still planning for, and I think it's a very enriching experience, and a lot of you are maybe already aware of what this one is. I do feel it's something you might be planning for already, and I'm getting so many different pictures of what that might be. So there's obviously a lot of people making a lot of plans out there when it comes to experiences. And I want to touch on like women's circles, sound baths, workshops, things where you come together and share and create with other people, things like that. Just like an art, paint and sip, that, you know, just experiences. Let go and move. I'm getting like a boot camp as well now, like somebody who's going into some extreme exercise weekend or something as well, like lots of fun, like a Tough Mudder, sort of getting dirty, that sort of stuff as well, like real experiences, good fun. Anyway, let go and move on. Don't allow the past to prevent you from moving forward. Came with get unstuck, get past the fear of change and embrace the transformation. I like this image of the cage where it's wide open. You can just get up and walk out. And along with the get outdoors, we've got Awaken the Witch. I do like the imagery here in both of these cards. So part of our walk yesterday was to find some native flowers, fill the house with colour. She's holding some beautiful flowers here, so maybe that's simply just a walk to pick flowers might be for you. But Awaken the Witch is so much more than that, and that might be something you want to look into, experiencing magic and rituals, and unlocking some of your own inner power here. Oh, I feel so much that yummy energy. All right. It's okay to not have all the answers. They will come to you when you need them. You're currently under construction. Please be patient. I just want to keep telling you that, okay? Because it does feel like you need patience at the moment, Group 1. It does feel that way. But that might be why this card came out too, you know. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Capricorn is the energy that builds something to last. It builds big things, but it's energy that shows up slowly and chips away and does it properly. It's not a rushed energy whatsoever. Don't worry about what could go wrong. If something does go wrong, you'll be able to make the best out of it. You're on the journey of discovering your life purpose. Learn new things. It will help you in the future. We've got that here so much. I want to say try new things as well. Just, yeah. It is similar, but it's not. Learning and trying. Forgiveness sets you free. It keeps you from hanging on to what was never meant to be. And give yourself some credit for how far you've come. And how far you've yet to go. I feel like... yeah, I do feel like this group is, as much as it feels like gritty change, and not everyone may feel very optimistic about the path ahead at this point, but please stay hopeful. It's the number 1, is it? I think it is. Yeah, I am hopeful, Group 1. Me too. So I'm going to leave it there for you, beautiful people. I hope that gave you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance about your week ahead, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. If you're still with me, I've split the deck and got this card. I'm going to share it. Let go. I mean, really let go. There's something better on the horizon. Okay. So yeah, on that note, I will leave it there, Group 1. Take care. Hey Group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Black Obsidian Rune, Ansuz, a Black Obsidian Star, as well. So carefully selected by my son Jackson, and I asked him which way will the rune be, and he said, oh, I better turn it this way. Very, very sincerely turned it in reverse. So I'm sorry, group 2, to alarm you with the reversed Ansu's rune. The Ansu's rune is about communication, learning new things. It can indicate a person who's very high of energy and direction and motivation, but in reverse it is a card. It is a rune of warning about deceit and perhaps dealing with challenging behaviours, trickery, feeling maybe that like there's a lack of clarity in a situation, and it's also an indication of really needing to learn from mistakes of the past, or maybe feeling like you're coming up against the same sort of lesson here. So I do love that he chose the obsidian star with this rune, because it's almost as if he's trying to say, although there may be lack of clarity, don't forget the power of obsidian, and that is one of purification and transformation. It is about psychic abilities and protection, and so I do feel like he chose both of these to, one, say that you are your own guiding light with this star. I also do get dark night of the soul energy here as well, so that might be something you've experienced recently or may find yourself in. So yeah, very thought out selection from Jackson today. Always so impressed with the little guy. So let's start out with the energies I can see on the table. I've got strong water energy, and Pisces is here. I can see Virgo as well. So is Taurus and Aquarius. I've also got Cancer here as well. I can see Leo is here, and so is Gemini. So yeah, maybe someone you're dealing with, your own energies, or a part of your chart that's really heavily influenced at this time. Libra's here as well. Did I mention Libra and Taurus? Okay. Leo, Aries, Sag too. Okay, all right, let's jump in. Okay, group 1. So starting with the past energy, we've got the Empress, the Page of Wands, the 10 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. So group 2, this is feeling like a pretty sensitive and tender moment in the past energy, and even moving ahead, especially perhaps in moving ahead. So with the Empress and the 10 of Wands, sorry, the Empress and the Page of Wands, I can see here that things may, let's go back into the distant past. Maybe this is only a few days ago for you, maybe it was a month ago, maybe it was more, less, or whatever, everyone's a little different. But with the Empress starting the reading, it tells me that you were in a place where things seemed to be going quite okay. There seems to be abundance here, there's a happiness here, there's maybe connection to children, maybe it's a pregnancy, maybe it's the planning with children. There's a lot of beauty here with the Empress starting out your reading. And then the Page of Wands as well. So it's like this, I get a few different stories here. This Empress is thirsty for experience in the recent past, I'm feeling. And so there may have been some changes that you've implemented in your life to see, to be able to draw in these new experiences. I'm getting boredom for some people, not everybody, but I do feel like in the past you were feeling maybe a little bored with your situation, or that it wasn't bringing you much fulfillment. And so there's been a big change in whether this is your choice or something outside of your control. Will be a little different for everybody. I can't quite tell at this point. I do feel like there's a lot more people involved potentially in this situation, so it could very well be circumstances outside of your control where you have needed to perhaps either see, like I said, if it's within your control, maybe you've needed to honor your desires for new experiences, and you've had to leave something behind so that you could do so, or create some shifts and changes in your priorities to incorporate in the new direction you wish to go, or the new changes that are happening in the recent past. So it does feel like letting go of the past is something really, really challenging for you in this current energy. I keep smelling Play-Doh when I first started shuffling as well, so I don't know if that's a message for someone in particular, maybe working with children, but I keep smelling Play-Doh, and I know it's not in my house. It might be the deck. We'll see. The comment section will reveal. 9 of Pentacles here, 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck as well. So yeah, I'm just trying to grasp, what this is for you, because it does feel really intense. It feels big. It feels like it's either to do with your home and family and relationships, or it's to do with your work and your career and your place within the organization you work for, or the company you own maybe. So there's definitely been some big need to make changes here. And perhaps learn something new, or take yourself on a new journey where you are not having to deal with so much stress and burden all the time. And I feel like that's the big part of the change that's needed here. I think it feels like things were going well and then they weren't. Maybe the mistake happened, maybe there was an accident, maybe there was a complication with a specific person. Maybe something was said that you maybe wish you could take back, or or somebody else said something. I'm going to need a lot of clarification, group 2. Thank you. 9 of Cups, 2 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, okay, 9 of Cups on the Page of Wands. It tells me that chances are this was something you chose. This was something a change that you wanted to implement for whatever reason. Maybe it was a marriage that wasn't working out, so you've decided to go off on your own adventure, or maybe it's to expand your horizons with travel, or maybe it's to take on a new study load and it's just been a big load to take on. Like, I can see whatever it is here, it is to benefit you. But a big portion of this needs to be done by yourself, and that might be really challenging as well. 2 of Wands here, similar as always. Group 1 and 2 have similarities, so maybe there's something there for you in Group 1 today. 7 of Swords is here. I was wondering where this card was because we got Ansuz in reverse, which is deception. So, yeah, right. The Fool, the Tower. Okay, maybe you felt like somebody's taken you for a fool in the recent past. Maybe you feel like, somebody hasn't been upfront and honest with you. Perhaps you thought things were going one way and then they just weren't, is what I'm getting here in the past energy. Things were going good, it felt like they were going well, and then for whatever reason something has happened and it's just knocked it all out of maybe the rug underneath your feet, or just, not cool, not good. Doesn't feel nice. My body feels pretty horrible. Like, just not nice tingles, uncomfortable, just disappointed, heavy, so much thought and feeling, and it's just like hard to just move through the day with all of this frustration and energy. It feels like energetic. It doesn't, maybe it's external, but I do feel like you're being really hard on yourself, actually, is what I'm feeling here. Maybe you're being really hard on yourself. Maybe someone else, but I'm just going back to you. So I think it might be you. And just looking over here, actually, we've got the negative thinking card. I didn't see that before. Unfounded negative thoughts are very worth being aware of. So it's jumping out of my vision on the table to really emphasize that you are being way too hard on yourself, group 2, I feel. But that's okay. We can get through this. It's just a moment, and it happens. It happens. Where we have hard days and weeks and sometimes even months where we just continuously battle with ourselves and get in our own way from what it is we want to reach towards, the things that would make our life easier. I'm just being drawn now to this card and the one underneath. I'll take both because we've got Cancer's energy, water energy here quite strongly, but we've got I am unbreakable and I am safe. So those are very strong messages for you in this group reading, I feel, group 2, that what you're going through right now, although it feels like you might feel like you're breaking and that this is really hard to navigate, you are safe and you are unbreakable, and we'll get through it. I don't want to say cliche things, okay? I just want to be careful with what sentence comes out after the next. So let's maintain that and move forward into the current energy, I think. Oh no, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups is here. I'm trying to remember where did I get that from. It was a confirmation on the 8 of Cups. So it's like, yeah, whatever it is you're leaving behind has been very stressful, really, really stressful. But there's a lot to be salvaged within yourself. And I actually want to pull up this card now because it really speaks to this energy. Number 6, drink from your own well, water your own garden. And this is a very nice resonance with the 9 of Pentacles here, because this is somebody who does water their own garden and takes very good care. I'm seeing 1111 on my recording at the time of saying that, but anyway, you'll water your own garden, drink from your own well. So you can see this person is like they're an island of their own, and so you may be feeling very alone and isolated, and that you are having to rely on your own inner strength to get you through this. It's a card that speaks to not seeking external validation and not seeking sustenance and support so much from the people around you, but coming to realize that you've got a massive wellspring of goodness inside of you that really needs the dial turned up on. I think that you have got a lot more inside of yourself than you're giving yourself credit for at this time. And it's really important at the moment. It feels like it's really important to absolutely water your own well and start digging inside for those wonderful treasures that you actually do have that can make your life brilliant and wonderful, and start to nurture those treasures inside. Finding them can be the hard part, recognizing that they're even in there, and then nurturing them once you do. These can be really simple things, like a small example, because there's flowers here. Yesterday, just to break it up a little bit differently, we went and picked flowers on our walk just to fill the house with some beautiful native colors, and it feels so nice. Every time I look at the beautiful bright oranges and yellows on my bench, it's just a beautiful feeling. But the point is, that is a way to nurture self in these small, subtle little actions that you can do that just tend to your own little island, your own self, while you're on this isolated island. It does feel like that. So right now the energy is that of self-care in the highest, and also that of seeking. Look, I'm just seeing the is it a hummingbird, the one who drinks from the nectar deep within the flower? It's telling you to dive deep. It really is. And you may be getting knocked around by the waters around you. People telling you, oh, you should be doing this by now, or you should be up to that by now, and lots of shouldas and couldas maybe, and other people's opinions of what you should be doing. But see, even I just said what you should be doing. Okay. Right, where are we? We're in a lot of places. There's a lot of blues on this table. I noticed when I first started with the Oracle cards, the blues might be really special for you. That color in particular at the moment, throat chakra, maybe self-expression is important for you right now. If you're not able to verbally express, you can move your body, and that helps transmute some of those blocked energies that you can feel in different areas of the body. But anyway, let's move forward into current energy. So we're starting with where it might be right now, the Four of Swords. Makes sense with the Hermit as well. There's a lot of blue in this reading, I'm coming to see. We also have the King of Swords with the Six of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. So, right, we'll just break it down, go slower here, I think, because it does look like a week unfolding. It really does. And so currently you may be finding yourself in just this release mode. This is exactly this energy 100% in an Oracle card. This is it. This is absolutely seeking your own light here, finding your own answers to situations, getting a bit truthful with yourself about what it is you feel about this situation, what it is you would like to see happen unfolding in resolution, what sort of results you would like moving forward. I feel like it doesn't even stretch to that point yet either for some of you. I feel like right now it's a matter of just maybe coming into acceptance and wanting to just heal at the moment. Purification energy of the black obsidian star there. So it does speak about purification and needing to just embrace a transformation and embrace a lesson, perhaps as well, processing a lesson and seeing and really thinking about how that lesson will impact your life moving forward, having become very starkly aware of a certain thing, a person, whatever it is for you here, the 10 of Wands, the 8 of Cups, whatever it is you're leaving behind. You may be feeling very under the weather, unwell, emotional. There's a lot of water in these cards, so I do feel like there's a lot of feelings at the moment. Like I picked up at the start there, like it just does feel like a lot of processing. Definitely can resonate with that myself. Finding it hard to pick a pile myself these weeks, but you really can anyway. Could be getting hopeful sometimes. I do feel as well that for some people, there's someone around you that really wants you to feel better. They want to help you feel better and they wish they knew what to say or to do, but they realize that I think that they just need to give you a bit of space. It may be an ex, it may be a friend, a family member, it could be anyone, but I do feel like there's someone watching over you and just trying to give you the space that you need. Maybe you've asked for that space, but yeah, there's someone I feel for a lot of you that is, watching over you and sending their prayers to you and sending you lots of healing and love. I think that there's, for a few of you, it might be a very special friend or family, or maybe even a spirit guide, or maybe it's your animal companion that sort of just, always knows when you need that extra bit of comfort or to give you space. So, in the King of Swords, 6 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. So this is in the week ahead energy of needing rest and taking a bit of time out, but then you're starting to think about the path ahead after some rest. So maybe it's a literal sickness. Maybe you're having to isolate for the week. Maybe it's a COVID situation for some people. Can certainly see that there. And there's a lot of responsibilities building up for you to get back to, but you just need to rest. Maybe that's the case. So maybe you're needing to delegate a bit of assistance, a bit of help here with the King of Swords is somebody who is very verbally expressive, honest and truthful, making plans, organising things. This is somebody who is organised. With the 6 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, it's like you're organising help here, potentially. Asking for the help to get things moving again. Maybe you're needing help with transport. Maybe you're needing help with like moving your house. That whole situation can definitely see the potential for that here. You are needing to make some solid plans though and start seeking in the week ahead some assistance to move you forward. Right now though, that's not where you're at. I'm getting that. This is yet to come, I feel. So you might still very well be in water your own garden, drink from your own well energy right now. But it will come to a point where you're gonna need the help to move forward. Or I'm getting here as well that maybe it is that you are over helping with other people or a certain person or situation where you are extending yourself or have been in the past to beyond your capacity or beyond what's necessary to maybe enable that other person to do their own, learn their own strengths and whatnot, be their own responsibility. But I'm getting here a direct, strong balance in the way you offer assistance. So if there has been an overgiving, an overhelping, and it's really overexpending your own energy, then that is coming back into balance and you're able to speak up on that truth and say, actually, no, I can only do so much for you and then you need to do the rest, or whatever this is. Everyone's going to read this a little differently, but it's like a speaking of the truth when it comes to help, speaking of the truth when it comes to what you're able to offer, what your plan is moving forward, and how to make sure everything is fair and balanced in moving ahead. Oh, fine. That was quick. Judgment and the 3 of Swords. Okay. On the 6 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. Okay. This time of contemplation for you is one that is very uncomfortable. I'm getting here. You really are having to see things for what they are. Maybe it's your own actions you're having to come to terms with. Maybe it's something you've said. It could be somebody else's actions, but there's a lot of heartbreak in this situation in what you're processing, and it might be really helpful to talk to somebody about what's going on for you. Or maybe like with Judgment and the Six of Pentacles and the King of Swords, you may be needing legal help in this situation. You may be needing a lawyer, you may be needing a police protection, you may be needing mental health assistance that when like extreme anxiety or extreme overwhelm, and just feel like you really, as much as the cards are very much saying you need to lean on yourself right now, you need to be your own light, you need to do this. It's like some responsibility is being put on you, but in taking responsibility for yourself and for that situation, you will be able to be open to receive the help that you actually need, is what I'm feeling there. Okay, so is there anything else? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, opportunity. So, and that comes to help you. There's, yeah, after you've got yourself through the worst of it, perhaps. All right. Tower. Oof. Five of Wands, Ace of Swords. There's yet to be conversations had here with potentially an ex or whoever this is, family, friend, it could be anything. It's conflict ridden. It does feel. It's the Seven of Swords and the Strength card. I feel like you're trying to not cut corners in a situation. You want things to be done properly. You want honesty and truth. It's time to lay it all on the table perhaps in the near future and actually have a conversation with someone that brings the end to massive conflict, or it causes the conflict that's necessary to bring the end to a terrible situation or a really difficult situation. Ace of Pentacles again. So within the ending there is obviously, as always, a new beginning. We can see that here, but it feels gritty at the moment, group 2. It feels like, I don't know. See, I can't tell in this reading if it's like, I don't even want to point fingers or anything, but it's sort of like two people maybe pointing fingers at each other, and I'm not too certain how to pick who's doing what. But what I do feel the most is that you need to disengage from the drama and just be there for you right now and stay within your own integrity. So let's move over into the challenge. We've got the Six of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. So in the challenge, I feel very, very strong connections to either a loved one, a family, friend, ex-relationship partner, or whoever it may be. But the Six of Cups, Queen of Wands is somebody, I feel like somebody from your past that you still feel a very strong connection to, that you have a lot of love for and a great deal of memories. It may be your mother, it may be, yeah, like I said before, it could be anybody, but it's somebody that you have a great deal of love for. There's a lot of motherly energy within this reading, so I can see how it would be between parents and children or family dynamics in that way. But I feel like this situation seems to be still unfolding, and you are potentially still dwelling a fair bit on what was said in the past or what has gone wrong or what hasn't been working. And I feel like you're feeling very powerless in your ability to make magic happen at this point, because I feel you are a very powerful creator, a very powerful healer, nurturer, and you know how to manifest the life of your dreams. It's somebody with this capability. So maybe feeling like you're not so influential or impactful on your life right now because there's so much processing and stillness, and maybe you're wanting to be further ahead and out of this situation and have it dealt with already, but it needs dealing with. So we're not going anywhere, group 2. We're gonna get through this is what we're gonna do instead of trying to run from it potentially, or ignore it, or just wish it away. Maybe wanting to wish it away. I'm just being drawn now to the I am ready card, and her face is covered. So it's like, it is that whole, am I really, can I, Yes, you can. Then the card underneath that is I am a healer. I love that she's holding her chest here. I'm being more drawn again to the heart and throat chakras, feeling that a lot through this reading. So those two areas maybe where you're having a bit of trouble or needing a bit of healing and clearing at the moment. Like I said, movement, dance, exercise is wonderful for the throat if you're not actually getting that opportunity to verbalize to somebody how you're feeling and what you're going through. Movement can help. Okay, we'll get there. We'll get to all of those soon. So in the challenge as well, with the Three of Wands and the Ten of Swords, it's almost like there's an ending that's maybe an impending ending, or something that you're waiting for the culmination of. You're waiting for the results, the answer, what's going to happen. Do I stay? Do I go? Are they going to stay or go? I think there's a lot of questions in the challenge right now, and you're sort of just waiting to see what happens. While there's a lot of fixation on the past as well, and just feeling like you're not so capable of causing the effective healing that you would like in this situation at this time. Six of Cups confirmation, please. Death. Yeah. Six of Cups, death. So this can speak to as well the literal loss of somebody, and if that is the case, I'm very, very sorry for that loss that you might be experiencing here with a loved one who maybe passed on, or you're still coming to terms with the grief of their loss. Death and Six of Cups can speak to family members who have passed on and feeling like just feeling really sad and having to let go of that person. Bringing it over to, okay. Look, the Five of Pentacles just fell over onto that Four of Swords Hermit. So you may be feeling so alone at this time, so isolated, and really wanting support and help from external people. Maybe you're really wishing your family were more understanding, or that you weren't being so outcast at this time during this hard time. But I keep coming back to this card to remind you that this is not the time to be drinking from other people's wells. This is a time to be watering your garden and nurturing yourself, and really stepping up for you, because you need you right now. And the Death card here is the challenge. I think the challenge is letting go of the past. The challenge is transforming past this situation. So in the current energy of what will help with the challenge is the Eight of Swords, the Five of Swords. So as easy as said than done, putting down the worries, right? Freeing yourself mentally from this situation. Tiny little self-caring steps. Look, we've got the Sun here, and if that was my challenge yesterday, then I feel like, this is truly, I feel like I could be group 2 this week, because I felt a little this way yesterday, and I thought, well, I'm going to either sit here in this energy of mentally processing so much and not actually doing anything to feel a little balanced in that regard. So I took a walk with my son. Look, there he is. And we went and picked flowers around the neighborhood. So now there's heaps of yellows and oranges on my bench, and it's really beautiful. And it's just a small step we can take to be there for you, you know, whether it's taking a walk to pick some flowers to fill the house with color, instead of sitting there scrolling or processing or feeling so damn heavy all the time. I feel like these could be small mercies that help you through this week, small mercies towards self, because this feeling of stuck, this feeling Eight of Swords, Five of Swords, it's like, it does feel like it's going to be hard to move, to shift this energy. It's going to be an ongoing process. It's going to be a daily thing. It's going to be maybe even an hourly thing. And even though you may get to the point where you're seeing very rationally and clearly, right, okay, I can't keep dwelling, I'm going to get up and go do the dishes or something, I'm going to go, you know, make some moves. This swords are still going to be there though. It's still going to be, that's what it feels like. It's like to say it's not going to just go away quickly and easily. It's going to take a lot of your self-care and trying to look at things on the bright side, trying to do the best with what you've got, getting out into the sun, actually letting the sun affect you, let the sun touch your skin, let your body absorb the heat consciously. With the sun is all about that optimism and growth. So I do feel strong nature energy here, getting outdoors, and with the lovers as well. It's I feel like such a big, like the message here is such a big surrender. It's just letting it all just slop off onto the floor, because you can't keep holding it. And I want to say it is what it is, or like, it feels like acceptance, letting go, and just letting the process unfold, trying to make healthy decisions as best you can during, like, Ace of Pentacles keeps coming out when I want to split the deck. So there is an opportunity here. There's a potential for new prosperity here. It's just a matter of letting go of the past and that sense of feeling stuck to the past, and letting the fresh experiences come in, even though they may come in so slowly. You're needing to also make a plan, work on mindset, and ask for help down the track. Anything else here in the Lovers, Sun energy? Okay. The Five of Wands, the Knight of Cups. It's kind of similar with the Five of Swords and the Sun, right? It's one hand we've got conflict, feeling stagnant, feeling stuck, just holding on to. I just feel like it's energetically holding on, and just needing to let it go, let it move through, and then getting back in touch with the romance of life again. This can be a romantic encounter, but I like to see this as somebody who is looking at life on the bright side of things. As someone who wears their heart on their sleeve, they're out for an exciting adventure, the Sun and the Lovers. So maybe it's about putting yourself out there to meet someone new, and getting out of the idea that you're always going to be alone, or you're always going to come across a certain type of person when it comes to dating. So there's definitely a message there for those that feel very trapped and isolated in love, that getting out and enjoying life again will invite more life in. But anyway, these cards sort of came in a bunch of sections, and it does sort of just keep repeating the same message group too. So we'll go through them anyway. We've got this Nine of Wands, the Star, and the Four of Pentacles. So while you are feeling very resistant and tired, there's this beautiful star here, and I'm just noticing I haven't noticed it before, but there's a dead tree in the background and a bird like up on the very tip top, and I just really felt that jumping out the most in this particular set of cards, because regardless of how tired and jaded you may feel, and maybe you're expecting the worst most of the time, even because it's just such disappointment, you're being asked to stay optimistic here. You're being asked to try and see this from the highest perspective you possibly can, and to save your energy, to take it easy, to go slow, to take your time, to be patient, to save your money, save your energy, save your time, and just be there for you at the moment. Just nurture yourself, hide away if you have to, do what you can to make yourself feel good. The walls are up with the Nine of Wands, but deep behind those walls, know that the time you choose to spend with yourself consciously behind these walls is going to have a great impact on how it is that you come back out into the world, and how you feel during that whole process. Further talk on that exact same energy, we've got the Moon, the Page of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. So it is that same. So the Moon, this Nine of Wands, it is feeling intensely on the inside, feeling really everything, maybe lots of processing, lots of fear, lots of uncertainty. Perhaps there's secrecy involved in this situation, like we do have this rune and Suze in reverse, which we spoke on being about potential deceit, or just having lack of clarity, and you needing to be very careful about movement forward, because some things are a little bit uncertain in this situation. But what is certain, what keeps coming back to what is certain, like I feel like if I split the deck again, I'm going to get the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, well, the Knight of Pentacles, that's close enough. But the Page of Pentacles here, it's saying that ace we keep seeing, the Knight, although it's slow moving in the ace and in the Knight and the Page, it's earth energy. It's asking you to stay grounded and just take baby steps while you move through and release something that's quite hard and full of uncertainty, full of fear perhaps as well, and letting yourself come out into smoother energy, smoother territory, silence. I'm feeling like just a cocoon sort of feeling I'm getting here, where you're needing less influence, less external motivation, external stimulation, and just going in and transmuting a lot. But 2 more cards came out in this bunch, so I took them. It was the Magician and the 5 of Cups. So again, another way of explaining the exact same sort of energy, that while you are moving through great sense of loss and maybe even a dark depression, with the Magician here, it's saying that you have got the resources. You've got it in spades. You've got everything it takes to navigate this and help yourself feel better. Bella may be a special name to you. Drink your own well, water your own garden. I just keep coming back to this card because that's what this combination is saying. It's, although you may be feeling very sad and isolated, you've got everything it takes to get yourself through the situation and come out the other side feeling capable and a little bit more clear about what's happening. In the outcome energy, we've got the World, the Hanged Man, and the Page of Swords. Lots of blues here, so maybe the opportunity to speak up. But with the World, the Hanged Man, the Page of Swords, it's like, it's saying that this week, although you may not feel like you're progressing very much in the external world, you may not feel like you're getting it all done, ticking all the boxes, you are doing a lot of internal heavy lifting right now, a lot of self-inquiry. I think you're trying your best to learn what you can from current events. Maybe it's learning from your own mistakes, or learning, I feel that quite strongly actually, learning from your own perceived mistakes, or I think tapping into your own psychic abilities here as well, like truly very strong psychic energy in this reading. So to ignore that sometimes is a bit of a lesson in itself. And so there might be a bit of you talking to you here about that. Page of Swords, Hanged Man, I feel like this is, I think that this is you learning all that you can and healing all that you can from recent events so that you can move forward and have a fresh chapter, a new life. But right now, I feel like you're going through junk or something, or like maybe you're sorting out old belongings that you don't need anymore, or kind of get a stock take energy here. Is there anything else that wants to come out on the outcome? Lots of extra cards for you. Look, the Emperor. That was on the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's do one more. Ooh. Not enough cards. Oh, I was about to say there's not enough cards to even get one. Ace of Swords, wow. And when we saw all the blue, about actually getting to speak your truth and have some clarity in this situation, the Emperor and the Ace of Swords. So yeah, I feel like this could certainly be many different things. So for some, this is a legal situation that's come to culmination, and there's the outcome here that maybe not what you'd hoped, but it's to finalize the situation. This could also be you speaking your truth to somebody who's trying to have an authority over your decisions and what you're doing. I feel like this is also about you stepping into your own power here, and the whole reading speaks of that. Although this is a hard process to perhaps go through, on the other side of this, you are in your power. You are clear about what you want and clear about what you don't want. and you're ready to learn new things and take that the next step to ensure that you are in the control seat, you are in the driver's seat here. The Four of Cups. Is there anything else? Mr. Thinks. The Nine of Swords. Okay. The Two of Cups in reverse, the Seven of Cups. Okay. So this, yeah. It is, I'm just trying to find, I don't even know what. I think I'm trying to find the cards that to leave you with this sense of knowing that you've got you know, that the universe has got you. I've got you. We've all got you. In the comments section, you write something and people will be there. They will have you. And I feel like right now, I want you to know that you're held, but you've got to know that yourself is what it's coming out to. And so you may be feeling very, I don't know why I'm hearing ostracized. I don't know what that means. Does that mean to be like outcast? Anyway, I feel, yeah, there's this situation, that this disharmony, this pain, as much as it is very complicated and a part of you needs to be away from this situation, there's a very strong connection to, I think you're maybe missing someone a fair bit here and finding it really hard to let that go, or let something that hasn't worked out go, or maybe you're being very hard on yourself again, like we've seen here, on something that was done or said that you felt was maybe out of your integrity, or it's just with the Two of Cups reversed and the Nine of Swords, this is a maybe a relationship breakdown or something that's got you really up in your head about it, and really, really anxious about it. And the Seven of Cups on the bottom is this sense of feeling like you've got to be able to do something. I feel like you really feel the need to take control and to do something, but you're actually having to do the opposite and let go and just be there for you. Feels, yeah, I'm just not going to stop getting cards, I think. Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands, Six of Wands, Three of Cups. Things do get better. This is the cards I'm wanting. Things do get better. It's just going to take some time. It's going to take you channeling, getting lots of channeling and spiritual practices, lots of those things that just make you feel better. Meditation, writing things down, creative projects, getting in the garden, cooking good food, like getting motivated for life, having an exercise routine looks really important. All of these things are going to bring you back out into the world and back into celebration, connection again. Six of Wands, Three of Cups. But it's going to take you really being there for you right now. Queen of Pentacles needs to honor what season she is in. And I do feel like there's a lot of support, influence, and there may be, like maybe not right now, but there will be, and not all of that is something you want to receive. So be mindful when it's time to open up to the world what you're receiving. Don't receive everything. I think that's very important to say. Let's go through some oracle cards, otherwise I'm going to have you here for an hour. Sorry, group 2. So these two came out together. We've got the Fallen Star and the Huntress. This whole reading keeps repeating the same pattern, okay? Nine of Wands, the Star, you know, the Moon, the Six of Swords. It's all here. The Five of Cups, the Magician. It's all the same repeated message of, so I no longer hide my face, I step into my light with love. This is about feeling like you've made a mistake, or feeling that you can't accept maybe the mistake someone else has made. This is the card of shame, the Fallen Star. But then this card, the Huntress, is somebody who gets back up after feeling shame, or gets back up after feeling like a failure, or that things haven't gone the way they'd planned, and takes another strike and goes again. And the Huntress going after what you desire. There's lots of blue here again, so lots of speaking your truth and being quite clear on what you want and what you're going for. So honor this period of self-consolation, I think. We've got the new moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. So, you know, all of these cards together are asking you to be gentle with you right now and just take a bit of time out, maybe even taking a break from readings if that is necessary. I know I've been feeling that lately, like where I'll go through that often, where I'll be watching a reading maybe once or twice a week and it's really good and I'm enjoying that, and then for weeks I just, nope, I can't take anything in, and that's okay. But you've got I am ready. We saw that before. We have I am a healer. You are ready to heal yourself here. And you are celebrated. And you certainly will be as well, even more so down the track when things smooth out and get better. And, you know, after every storm, the clouds do part. I trust my intuition. Very psychic energy within this group. New moon in Pisces, very psychic energy that is. And I tune out negative people and thoughts. So really great cards there to speak to exactly that. Normally I only get one from this group, but they all came out together. I am ready, I am a healer, I am celebrated, I trust my intuition, and I tune out negative people and thoughts. Okay, self-loving prompts for the week ahead. We saw negative thinking, we had that there. We've got get more done on a to-do list. These things can be mundane and sweet. They don't have to be chores, but you know what you need to do. We've got get a reading, so you may be needing a little bit more clarity on a situation. I'm not sure if I have bookings for April left or not, but there's so many wonderful readers out there. Good hands. The colours you wear, blue felt very important to this reading. Maybe it's a colour you want to work with or wear. Colour magic is a lot of fun. We've got take a vacation, and look, it doesn't have to be a holiday. Maybe it's just honouring your need to be there for you right now. Just taking a vacation from your usual routine. Doesn't have to be a holiday. So we've got drop the exclusives, drop the excuses, and then you'll start to see the results. Clarify your desires. It's quite strong in this reading as well. Getting honest with yourself about the path ahead. And then we've got start a new hobby. If there's something you enjoy, do it. Start a new hobby. And the higher self prompts is your life is at a turning point right now and you are ready. Absolutely. Continue to make the most out of every open door. Do not spend too much time in despair. Move through the emotions and release it. You are creating a you that you'll be very proud of. I feel that so strongly here, but I feel like you doubt that, and that's all right, you'll see. Uproot your life and leave all that is familiar to you. You're going to make mistakes, and it's okay. Sometimes you learn by messing up. And a powerful change will transform your life. I feel that. All right, group 2. I'm going to leave it there for you, beautiful people. I hope that gave you some sort of comfort, clarity, and guidance. And feel free to reach out in the comment section down below, because people will comment, and chances are you're not alone in whatever it is you're going through, that there's someone else out there that finds comfort in reading your comment too. And I'd like to thank everyone for taking their time to read the comments and share with each other and support each other, and that means so much. Absolutely beautiful. So group 2, I'm leaving you with all of my love, and I look forward to reading for you all again next week. Bye, group 2. Hey, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Carnelian Heart, then this one is for you. So carnelian, it's quite an interesting, intense and strong stone. It is the birthstone for Virgo and Leo, I believe. It is also a stone of personal power and creativity. No wonder we have the sacral chakra card here in this reading, of course. It's also a stone that invites you to let go and loosen up, and sort of, if you're a painter, paint. If you're a singer, sing. If you're a writer, write. Dance. Let your limbs become loose and let the energy flow through you. Don't hold on so much. I think that's the message of this whole reading, actually, but we'll get through it step by step. It's a quality stone, this one. It feels very all-encompassing, and I don't know what the word is. I feel like what I get from this is that you can muster up a lot of power, is what I'm feeling, if you just so choose. A great deal of power, a great deal of willpower and personal strength and just perseverance and just all right. Let's jump into the cards. The energies on the table are Virgo. I can also see Virgo's here so strongly, which is beautiful energy. Just love it. Okay, so Sagittarius is here as well. I've got Scorpio and Aquarius. Virgo again, can't escape you. We've got a bit of Leo on the table, not so much actually, probably more Sagittarius. Could be Leo. We've got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, all the water is here. Water has been strong today. I think that'll do for the main energies of, Libra and Taurus is here as well. So these may be areas of your chart that's highly activated at the moment. Or it might be a sun sign of someone you're dealing with or self. So where do I start? Group 3. Past energy? All right. I almost want another card on all of this, but anyway, we'll start. Queen of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, Temperance, and the 10 of Cups. So Queen of Pentacles here. There's a lot of abundance around you, and I really want to bring your attention to that abundance, actually, first of all, because I feel like there's a lot that's being overlooked at the moment. Maybe because some things that you would like to be progressing with are not coming to you or are not happening as you'd like them to, as maybe you had planned for them to be. But what I'm being asked to really point out for you right now is your capability and the amount of abundance you actually have around you and in your fingertips. I do feel like there's been a great deal of change for you here, and you've needed to just let go. Some things have not come to pass as you had hoped they would, I'm feeling, in this energy. It is such a happy, beautiful energy in the cards, but I just do feel disappointment, and that I feel like something that's outside of your control has changed. It feels like as much as you can control the seasons, you could control this event. It's what it feels like. So there is a need to, I think, readjust your perception perhaps, or perhaps your priorities and your intention, because there's a great deal of change that you're being asked to just navigate gently. No force here. It's a real matter of surrender, I guess. Yeah, we'll get through that. The underlying energy is the Page of Cups. I wanted to mention that before we get into the reading too much, or before I shuffle, because the Page of Cups is about hopes and dreams, and I get that the underlying energy of this reading is that you do have a lot of hopes for a lot of sweetness in your life or in a particular situation. There's a lot of hope for the situation. Oh, Queen of Swords now. There still is a lot of hope within your situation, and to have your dreams come true, to have companionship, to find maybe forgiveness, artistry, creative expression, softness. Did I say friendship? A lot of those energies, those softer energies, seem to be most important right now. I feel like I'm jumping all over the place, but it'll come together, I swear. All right, thanks. Emperor, 3 of Pentacles. I saw there. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. Whoa. Princess of Cups, the Sun, and the Knight of Pentacles. Wow. Look at this. This is amazing. This whole reading is clearly a love reading. I'll try and keep it open, but you know, we've also got this beautiful card of companionship as well, and it says love forgives distance, and there's a beautiful dragonfly up on the top. So the dragonfly is obviously the element of air, but for me, I was looking at it more along the lines of a transformation through something quite dark. The dragonfly is very much like the butterfly. The difference between them both is that the dragonfly denotes a lot of dark shadow work and having come through the mud, perhaps for a longer period of time than necessary, or just through a lot of extra challenges for the dragonfly. But it always rises up out into the daylight again though. So Dragonfly is a heavy lifting energy, but it's transformation and metamorphosis is there. So with these extra cards, what was I even getting that for? What did I... Group 3, what am I doing? What was that on? It doesn't matter. The point is, this is a message of companionship. This is a message of friendship. This is potentially about a relationship, an intimate relationship. Maybe it's siblings, maybe it's friends, but I do feel like there's a lot of hope. You and this other person are very similar, but yet very different to each other. I do get that you complement each other quite well, actually. And there's a great deal of joy and love and a real deep connection to the inner child with this person as well. I really just, it feels really nice. So look, this reading is going to be really different for everyone, like extremely different for everyone, where this connection is not even in your life yet for some. For others, this is a connection that is in your life but is currently at separation and you're trying to work it out together. What else do I want to say? And for others, this is the energy that was in a connection, however, it's not there right now, and you're trying to either let this go completely or make amends. But we'll get to it. I'm not even sure why I grabbed those cards now. I can't remember what they were for, which is weird, but whatever. We'll just go with the flow, right? Which is what you're being asked to do, Group 3. Aren't we all? All right, where am I? What am I up to? I don't even know what I've said. Is this, what is going on with me, Group 3? Is this you? Are you feeling this way? Is that why I'm doing this? Okay, we're taking our time. And you're needing to as well. These changes are outside of your control. But look, I feel like as much as this that's right. I want to confirm the 10 of Cups now. I saw the Emperor. Okay. Sorry, I'm just working myself out here. You might need to do the same. 7 of Wands, right? Okay, so it's some sort of big wish fulfillment that has not come to pass. I do feel that way. The 7 of Wands is here now as well. And with the 10 of Cups, it may be about family dynamics and things that have changed within the home, or the relationships and the roles that you have within the home. It feels like you're constantly having to defend the type of life you would like, or the outcome, or the relationships, or the types of connections. I feel like you're constantly having to defend that. 7 of Swords on the bottom of the deck now. So you might be dealing with someone who has not been honest or not on the same page as you. Can see that there's potential that you're dealing with someone who is on a very different page. There we go. I was about to ask for it. Usually that's when it comes. Knight of Cups is here on the 7 of Wands. So yeah, look, I just get the sense that you are perhaps dealing with someone who's not been on the same page as you. And I feel like you've put a lot of effort into making a certain type of life for yourself and maybe for your children if you're a parent, or, you know, but I just get the sense that you're dealing with someone who may be a little bit more immature than you, or not on the same page, and not totally working together with you. So in the current energies, we've got the 8 of Swords, feeling a bit stuck and trapped at the moment. 5 of Wands came out reversed next to that, and then the 2 of Wands reversed. So it's like you're feeling trapped and stuck in the mind at the moment, and unable to actually create the effective change you'd like to see in this situation. It does look like there's an potential for making amends in the near future in this situation. The Star card was next after the 2 of Wands. So it's like, although you feel very trapped, not sure which way to go, not sure how to make amends, not sure how to speak to this person maybe, or what to say, what to do, to make a plan to come together, to make things work, there's still hope here with the Star card though at the end of all of this. So it's like, although you may be needing to just be there for you at the moment, and take good care of yourself, there is still hope within this situation to come out the other side in a better place. But like, I'm really feeling like split in three for group 3 today. So not everyone is going to want to make amends with this in this situation, or maybe you do, but then when you get it, you realize it's just a repeat of the past and that you don't actually want this. So I think there's a real need to be really honest with yourself and what you want in this relationship moving forward. If this is a relationship, I'm getting quite strongly that it is. And while there is the opportunity for things to get better, I do feel for a lot of you, the challenges are still here and that more needs to be done, if that makes sense. So I've got a couple of clarifiers here, the Magician and the Death card on the 5 of Wands reversed, I think it was on. And so this is telling me that transformation is available for you, for the both of you, I want to say, because it does feel like this is you and another person. But look, if it's not, please just try and fit it to your situation. I'll try and stay more open and general. But when you see this combination, it's like you actually got what it takes to put your heads together and make this work, or to speak it out and work through the situation. There's a lot of cards of forgiveness in this reading here. This card, Love Forgives Distance. This is also about being really at a distance from someone, maybe physically or just not seeing eye to eye, but it's saying that outside of the details of what's going on, deep down, you have a beautiful connection with this person that runs so deep and so precious. And I was going to go grab that knight and the page that were facing each other with the sun in the middle, because it's like that. There's a real meeting of minds, meeting of spirit, meeting of the inner child between you and this person. So there is definitely hope for transformation and to make things work, to make amends with the 5 of Swords, to come out of whatever this argument or situation is, to make things work. But however, things are going to move slowly when it comes to, like, if you're at a physical distance from each other, I don't feel like you're going to get to come together anytime soon, which may be disappointing to hear. Because it does, with the 2 of Wands reversed, although the Star card is there to say that there's still hope for the future, the 2 of Wands reversed is telling me that there is little planning, and it's more feeling quite stagnant and stuck to the old, not learning the old lessons or something like this. Maybe this relationship keeps coming up against the same issue, and that needs to be surrendered for there to be any hope for the future, because the future doesn't, what I'm seeing just quickly, an image of its landscape, and it's like whatever storm was brewing in the old landscape, just, I don't know if that's really even a great image, but it's what I see. And okay then, I'm just like got this, my own spirit guides are picking on me now, but shush. Far out. Dior's joke, mine is so funny. At my expense. So I'm just getting that the future can be very bright for this connection, for this situation. The open, I'm just seeing an open pasture that's untainted, if that makes sense. I don't know what that means to you, but I feel like it means that just the storm of the past needs to just fully rain out or something, and it just can't, I don't know, I just feel like there's a future section that needs to be untainted or something. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Group 3 always do this to me, and I don't know, but you do, so that's all that matters. But look, Magician and the Death with the Star here, although you may feel trapped to this situation, unsure how to actually make any progress, you just need to utilize your own strengths here. We've got the I Am Forgiving card, along with, look, we're all over the shop for group 3, but what do you expect? That's what we do here. I am forgiving, but then we've got I am a problem solver. Okay, so look, I get that from you a lot in your Queen of Pentacles energy, that you are someone who, like, if there's a challenge, you're like, right, what do I need to do to fix it? You're very assertive, I feel a lot of Aries energy, actually, even though Aries is maybe not on the table. That doesn't matter, I'm feeling Aries. And I do, yeah, absolutely feel you are a problem solver and someone who perhaps wants to get to the bottom of things quicker than possible or quicker than necessary. Sometimes things just need to evolve in their own time and just, come to maybe taking the space we need to process before we come back together and work things through. That may be the case here, but anyway, problem solver and I am forgiving. Love forgives distance. We've got your commitment is being tested first quarter moon. And it does look like that here as well. Then you have this beautiful combination of full moon in Virgo, you are good enough, along with I am worthy. Beautiful energy. So look, I see so many things in just these oracle cards. It's the multiple stories that are out there for group 3s this week. And so some of you, it's that you are worthy of a very divine love, to be respected, to be heard, to be with somebody who is working towards common goals and actually, you know what I'm saying here, a real team member, a team player, maybe it's within work as well, whatever situation. But you are worthy of having people support your dreams and work together with you, not make life harder. And so for some of you, it is about perhaps letting go of situations and relationships that you know are not good for you. And so I'm going to pull up this card now, actually, the Temple, home. I'm no longer search outside of myself for home. So I'm getting here that you are actually good enough just as you are for all that you wish for to come to pass within life, I wanted to say this situation, but honestly look, what am I going to pull this one up? Where is it? It's probably the first one. Yeah, that one as well. There's a few here, I was like, whoa. Look, rejection is for your protection, we have. That was followed by don't lose yourself trying to hold on to someone. That was followed by you will get what you wish for, but is it truly what you want? So look, some people in this situation, this is a relationship, a marriage that can absolutely find healing here and work together. For other people, you will know who you are, I feel. Need to identify that perhaps sometimes good luck comes disguised as bad luck and the rejection is for your protection, and that maybe it's that you are needing to declare your worth to yourself and not allow anyone to take advantage of you in that way. Like, it does feel all over the shop, so bear with me, group 3. I do feel, yeah, lots of things. So let's jump over to the challenge here and we'll make our way through and you'll see how you fit or don't. Don't make yourself fit if this isn't your reading. But we've got the Knight of Swords, the Nine of Swords, Ace of Cups and the Hermit. So this is in the challenge. The challenge is clearly wanting things to be perhaps progressed further than they are. You would like to maybe make amends or have results, have answers, communicate with this person, perhaps get the opportunity to see them. I feel like perhaps somebody in this situation has said some things that are not so friendly, not so kind. 7 of Wands is here, 8 of Swords. There's a lot of being stuck to old words and things that were said that are painful. Maybe you've said something you're not so proud of in the moment of anger and you didn't actually take that moment you need to check in with your own sense of self-worth. I'm getting here, like, yeah, I feel like you might have been triggered by a conversation or something and said something that's maybe either out of character or just was a little unbecoming, perhaps. That's okay. Maybe it was someone else who was in that energy and you're just like needing to, well, take a little break out from this person to care for yourself. So Ace of Cups and the Hermit in the challenge as well. I do feel like the challenge right now is finding home within yourself, actually, here, because the Hermit is an isolated energy. There's the beautiful home card of I no longer search outside of myself for home. This is about being good enough with yourself and being okay with you and not settling for less or accepting bullshit. Sorry, my language there, but I just felt that one, so it was coming. Not stopping it. Righto. Back over to some gentle language. Yeah, you're really needing to up the self-care at this time, which might be a little challenging because you might be feeling a little bit alone and wanting to sort of, I just feel like you wish you were being a bit more effective and impactful on the situation than is currently possible. So there's a need to surrender and just be okay with not being okay, I guess, or being okay with discomfort for a time. So in what will help with the challenge, we've got this King of Wands, Ace of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so with all these horses running off everywhere in the challenge and in what will help, so I just feel like, yeah, there's definitely been some triggers here. There's been perhaps some impulsive words or actions or things that are not so nice. And right now you're just being asked to focus on your healing, to maybe focus on your work and your creative projects with the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is someone who's not being distracted by the dramas. This is you also not being distracted by temptation or things that would pull you back into the drama, or just don't be sucked back into what you know is going to either drain your life force or distract you from what's most important. The Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, King of Wands, all of this is someone who's divinely guided on their path to find healing and to channel divine inspiration into their creative projects. And I feel like this is the type of artists that really channel their soul into what they do. And when you are being consumed by other earthly things that suck your life force, you can't do the magic that you're meant to be doing here. Okay, and so okay, I'm just going, wow, I don't know what is going on, group 3. It's like I'm telling you something, but I'm having another conversation at the same time, and it's really freaking weird. It's not uncommon. It happens to me a bit, but not like when I'm trying. Yeah, because I'm like half saying something, but it's not. I'm not trying to talk to you. It'll be all right. I don't know. Maybe this resonates a little bit with how you are feeling at times, like a little overwhelmed and all over the place. Like maybe you're trying to put on a bit of a front for people and you've got some other stuff going on in the background, I think, as well for this group. Like you've got a lot going on, it feels, and a lot of change. Okay, where am I to? Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck when I pick it up. What am I getting? What's going to help with the... Okay, lots of time in nature I'm feeling is going to help. Lots of like routine and showing up every day, and lots of repetition and housework and clearing out the things you don't need anymore, and going for a nice walk to move your body. All these lots of movement and focus and groundedness and sort of finding solution in the most I've got like tangible, is that the word? In the mode, finding, I think structure. Oh, Six of Swords. Yeah. Five of Swords, right? Okay. So leave the drama behind right now. And I just saw the Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands. There's so much spiritual energy. There's so much creative fire. There's so much motivation and drive and expression all here, that you perhaps want to send, you perhaps want to send it to a certain area of your life to work out and deal with and heal and move on from, but you're being asked to focus somewhere else, and that's maybe a bit of a challenge as well. Five of Swords again. Yeah, you're just having to let go of what you can't control and just ground yourself here. So in further guidance, we've got the Eight of Cups and the World. Now the Six of Cups and the Hierophant came out reversed, right? So it's like you're walking away from this, perhaps this dream of a relationship, a family dynamic, a very traditional kind of setting here. It's like you've had to surrender that dream, perhaps, or you've had to let go of that relationship, I guess, working out and finding amends for some people, and actually having to accept an ending here. That may be the case. Or if it is distance, that this relationship is not a normal, I want to say normal with quotes, traditional sort of conventional relationship. Maybe this is a very different sort of relationship where you live separately, or you have separate bedrooms, or whatever it might be. It's not a typical normal style relationship when we see the Hierophant reversed. And there may also be a test in the commitment here. Oh yeah, right. With the card, your commitment is being tested. Yes, there is a commitment test here, because your dynamic with this person may not be average, to say the least. but I do feel like you're sort of walking away and letting go of what you can't control, and then just embracing where it is you're at and doing what you can with what you've got. That whole thing. So it does feel like this situation is out of your hands and that you just need to do the best with what you've got. Again, I'll keep repeating that message. 6 of Cups reversed, though, does speak to feeling a little trapped to the past and constantly stewing over the things that were said and things that weren't done, or things that happened that you've not been able to fully release and let go. 6 of Swords on the bottom of the deck, the 8 of Cups to the World. It's like, if you want a new beginning, I'm getting that image again, where there needs to be a real separation of what was and what is, like, and what's the future and what's the past. I think there needs to be a line here, and we're having trouble with that. I think yeah. All right, I see the 4 of Cups here and the Lovers. So a real disappointment in a marriage that perhaps has not worked out, or maybe there was infidelity or a situation in the past and it's just not come to 5 of Swords. You've had to walk away. It's left you in disappointment, and there's now this uncertainty about the future. Where are you going to live? Where are your children going to live? Maybe that's those bigger dynamics you're having to work out. Maybe you're got 10 of Wands, going through a big separation and having to move your whole house or move your whole life and change things up. 5 of Cups, 5 of Wands, the 2 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, sorry. It is feeling like at this time you are really being tested when it comes to your own sense of self-worth. I feel like your confidence has taken a bit of a blow here as well. I'm going to go over to these cards just because you're shedding energies that no longer match your frequency. I think understanding that right now is really important. It doesn't make it any easier though. You will be a great success, but you have to go through it to get there. There's lessons to be learned. The end of a tough cycle is finally approaching, and it will all make sense to you soon. Like that, these two felt together and strong, like really strong. It will make sense to you soon. You will break free from all that no longer serves you and move into a whole different world. And look, you will get what you wish for, but is it truly what you want? That is not, I mean, maybe it is for everyone, but I do, because it does feel like there's a few different timelines in relationships that I can read in this reading, that yeah, like this, for some people, if you have had a separation with someone, things haven't worked out in the past, coming back together, chances are that, yeah, like it says here, you may get what you wish for to be together, but truly, will you be happy? Is it the right thing for you? Sometimes good luck sometimes comes disguised as bad luck. Like we saw before, rejection is for your protection. If that has happened, please trust that. And don't lose yourself trying to hold on to someone. So now we'll go over to the outcome energies with the 2 of Swords, the High Priestess. We've got the Fool, the Chariot, and the 3 of Swords reversed. I like that the 3 of Swords came reversed in the Chariot, because it does speak to, like I said, I can't call it for this reading. Everyone's going to be a little different, but hopefully you know where you land. The 2 of Swords is great uncertainty. It's indecision. It's fear. It's not having clarity. It's not feeling confident about what's happening next and how to create change. With this High Priestess and the Fool next to that, it tells me that you're having to just blindly trust. Absolutely blindly trust this situation and let the chips fall where they may, and then do what you can with what you've got. We've got the Death and the Magician here, so I want to bring it back to your capability of handling transformation and change, and utilizing all of your resources, your intelligence, your mental strength, your emotional strength, your amazing psychic abilities, your everything. You've got so much capability and quality. Group 3, you are quality. You can handle this. That felt ferocious, all right. But look, although you may not be in the control seat of your whole life, you know, Spirit's got a bigger plan for us sometimes that we have to just be open to. And that's what I'm getting here, that you may be needing to be open to a different plan, a new beginning here with the Fool card. Chariot and 3 of Swords is saying that, look, use your intuition when it comes to this decision that you may need to make. I feel like this is a decision. It will be anyway. I feel like for some of you, someone from the past may return, and it may be an opportunity for you to either say, yeah, I'm willing to give this another go, or hey, maybe not for me. And you're being asked to stay with your eyes wide open here and be very careful about this situation and really follow your intuition and go with what makes you feel confident in the center of your solar plexus here, your sacral and your solar plexus, both of them feeling like, yeah, no knots, sort of. I feel like for some of you that you are very in touch with the knots you feel in your body about decisions and directions, and that's a great indicator to please trust that. But even still, these cards all speak to you navigating perhaps a great deal of heartache and pain and trying to find resolution, and there is the potential for a reconciliation, but is that what you want? For some people, that's a wonderful thing, and that you and this person can absolutely make things work. You're a problem solver, you are forgiving. But for most of you, I want you to know that you are worthy and good enough of a very divine, respectful love, and respect in your relationships, and that it's up to you to ensure that. The Sun on the bottom of the deck. I don't know what I'm doing. Queen, oh, okay. Look, Queen of Swords is here with the Four of Wands. I see the King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck at this point as well. So this is definitely relationship. And each time I've pulled these cards, you and the other person are showing up in different suits. We've got King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles. We had the Cup and the Pentacle. So there's a lot of differences between you and this person. But I think those differences have also been great compliments as well in the past. And you've certainly, for some of you, built a beautiful home together perhaps, and beautiful family, a beautiful life. For other people, this is a distant dream where you'd hoped to live together but still live at a distance. Okay. Three of Cups, Eight of Wands, Queen of Wands. Wow. So did you see how they just went, just be known? Three of Cups, Eight of Wands, there's going to be a reconciliation here. There is. It's going to be a conversation. If you haven't heard from this person, you're going to, by the looks of it. What else have we got? Yeah, but you need to get truthful on what you want. What's the type of home you want? What's the type of relationship you want? You are worthy of the best. So be careful in what you're choosing. Four of Pentacles, control, Knight of Pentacles. Ooh. Fucking Five of Swords again. Five of Swords is to walk away from the battlefield. Is there anything else? Okay then. Like, is there anything else? What have we got? We've got the Strength and the Hanged Man here. That is basically what you're being asked here, big time. You're being asked that while you may be feeling very bound up to this situation, you're being asked to remember that you are so connected to the unfolding of your journey, and that these little details that you might be trying to control right now are worth being surrendered, because Spirit's got something better planned for you, I'm feeling. I really do feel that way. And that if you were to surrender and see this from a different perspective and let Spirit move you, you will be moved in the direction you would be most beneficial. I pick up the Nine of Pentacles. It was sitting down, I couldn't see it. So yeah. And that was on the Eight of Cups and the World. So you are leaving behind one, perhaps a very emotionally tumultuous situation. In favor for yourself, in favor for looking after your, maybe your business, your creative projects, your finances, self-sufficient energy, just building yourself. Bringing me back to I no longer reach outside of myself for home, finding fulfillment in your everyday life and the path that you walk, your sacred journey, to see it as sacred, to treat it as sacred. So the Seven of Swords reversed fell down on the don't lose yourself trying to hold on to someone. So I just want to make that clear. If there has been that sort of dishonesty in a past relationships, then maybe be very careful about letting this person back in. Don't lose yourself trying to hold on to someone, because you are so worthy of the best. You really are. Like, come on, group 3, you know it. So we've got sacral chakra here, which is beautiful because this stone is very sacral energy. It talks about healthy sexuality and sexual identity. It's also about your power in that way and who you choose to connect with and how you choose to express yourself as a sexual being and as a creative being. We've got give less fucks. We've already sworn enough in this reading, so it should be right. Hopefully I don't get demonetized for that. But the less you give us stuff, the happier you will be. Easier said than done, group 3, I know. We've got avoid toxic people. Absolutely. And I think as well, like alcohol, it does look like a spirit. So, you know, toxic. Okay, so toxic spirits for some people, maybe you're needing a clearing of attachments or entities or things that maybe stimulate some behaviors and thoughts that are not you, right? Why do I have such a strong craving for this all the time? Maybe there's something else going on there. But anyway, awaken the witch. That will help you identify those attachments. But no, truly, the inner witch. Awaken your dormant potential and unlock your inner witch. I think this is, we've got the magician here as well. I feel like connecting into your power and having a bit of fun with that will be a great way to explore yourself and the riches that are inside of you so that you're not seeking externally for the answers and the results. You can do it internally. All right. Having a relaxing bath is next. Adding bath salts, lighting candles to restore yourself. This is also about music while you're cooking and candle lights in every part of the house. Just be sweet and soft with yourself. We've got music. This is also dancing and movement. Music can heal wounds that medicine cannot touch. There's a lot of beautiful healing medicine music out there. Lots of lyrical geniuses out there that just sing such beautiful songs to resonate and touch the heart. And we've got hydrate as well, which is interesting that came with have a bath. For some of you, maybe you're wanting to go to a natural body of water and actually just submerge yourself and feel in the earth womb in that way. Have a refreshment in that sense, but also drinking lots of water. So if you're somebody who prefers flavored drink, then maybe cut that out for a while and just have water. It's all good. Water's great. I love water. Love water so much. All right, I think that's all I have for you, group 3. I've been on for a while. Is there anything else for group 3? I kind of felt this for group 2 as well, and I didn't want to leave you on this. What does group 3 need to know the most? Okay. Look, strength, 10 of Wands, Hanged Man. Look at your burdens from a different perspective. You do not need to carry half of them, I'm feeling. There's a lot of them you can put down and just surrender and let them go. I think this is about looking at what it is you can control and what it is you can't, and then be willing to let go of what you can't control, and having that willpower to, I think, not go after things and chase after things and make things happen or try to force an outcome on something that you just need to let lie or need to let be and let work itself out. 10 of Swords I saw there as well, so definitely with the 10 of Wands it is about letting something finish perhaps as well. All right, group 3, I'm going to leave it there for you beautiful people. I hope this reading gave you some sort of clarity. It definitely left me feeling a little confused, but hopefully you got something out of it, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Sending lots of love to you this week, group 3. Bye.